Hello there. Yes, it's me, Carol Van Natta, science fiction and fantasy author, and I'm here for another podcast about books and projects and things like that. I know it looks like I'm kind of in a photo booth back here, but this is just like a drape behind me because my office is a complete mess and you absolutely do not want to see it. I would have to have you, I don't know, I would have to compensate you for mental distress if you actually saw my office. So here's my very professional, starry looking background back here. And I'm really bad with figuring out where my hands go on camera, so you'll just have to forgive me about that. So I know that some of you we're hoping to see the cat, the producer cat, and despite bribery with catnip and tuna, the producer cat is still regrettably on strike because pills. Well, actually, specifically nasty tasting anti-allergy medicine. I don't think she appreciates how expensive the stuff is either. It's just very sad. Before I get started, I wish to say that I am completely jealous of my friend, my author friend, Steph Pajonas, who writes a fabulous Japanese culture-inspired science fiction romance series and a cozy mystery series, and has other books out too. A whole family of foxes has made a nest den in her backyard, and with she gets to see the mother fox with its 4 kits every day. She very smartly bought herself a wildlife camera, the video camera kind of thing, so she gets to see their nighttime activities too. And she's posting edited segments of them on her website. And if I were her, I would never, ever get anything done because I would be watching the backyard. It would be, I mean, even at night, because foxes are kind of like crepuscular. They like dawn and in the early evening, and I would still be out there not doing anything but watching the foxes. So, because now, you know, I have cats, but if I was ever to have a non-cat, it would be a fox because they are so damn cute. I would want a domesticated one, of course, not a wild animal, because that would be cruel. But a domesticated fox would be way cool. I even put one in my in Minder Rising, which is book 2 of my space opera series. My cats all think that space opera is vastly improved with the addition of cats. So you'll generally see more of those in my series because my cats help me write, and you know, all that stuff. So I see several people have joined, several of my friends, and I'm going to say hello to you all at once because I'm incapable of typing and looking like a normal person when I am on camera. So I'll just type. I'll just say hi, and you guys can say hi later. So I promised that I would tell you about my secret project, and so ta-da, and fireworks and music and all that. I'm about to tell you about my secret project because I am ridiculously excited to finally be able to tell you about it. I have been working on it for months. It is a new paranormal romance series called Ice Age Shifters. Yes, it's true. I've gone to the dark side. My muse and I just love space opera because that's our home planet. But we like visiting other planets too, and other genres more specifically. So a couple of years ago, USA Today and New York Times best-selling author S.E. Smith, aka Susan Smith, invited me to be part of the initial launch of her Kindle Worlds project, which was a kind of I'm going to call it science fantasy. It has SFR and paranormal elements, definitely, and it's romance and stuff like that. And I wrote, the book I wrote for that project was called In Graves Below, which is available right now if you want to buy it. But anyway, I had such a fabulous time writing it that I thought I would try my hand at my own series. And it took me a little while to figure out what that was, but Ice Age Shifter is the result of that. So I know that I said dark side. But the new series really isn't very dark. As a matter of fact, it's kind of rather more lighthearted than my space opera series because, well, in my space opera series, there's, you know, a revolution going on, and that's sometimes not very fun. But in my new paranormal romance series, the Ice Age Shifters, the main characters still have exciting adventures, and they have obstacles and villains that to make them, you know, not find their happily ever after quite so easily as one would ever hope. But they do it with humor, and they have fun, and at least one of the sexy Ice Age shifters is a throwback to a prehistoric animal that's extinct, and usually bigger and badder than the modern shifters. So as you can imagine, this difference can make it hard to fit in with their family's pack or pride or clan or general organization. But fortunately, their destined mates find them deliciously desirable. So, and hence paranormal romance. So despite the Ice Age name, the series isn't really cold either. And shifters, also with ancient races like elves and fairies and vampires and wraiths and orcs and ogres and things like that, and humans with magic have created sanctuary towns. These are magical places where the magical people can live in peace and away from the ignorant or fearful outside world, and sometimes the ignorant and fearful of their own kind. So I have a made-up town called Kotoyisene, Wyoming, and that's one of them, but there are others. When the town grants sanctuary, as you will find out in my books when you read them, they're more than just letting you stay, they're accepting you into their community and their hearts. So that's kind of the basic premise of my series, as it were. So I probably should have said, yes, it's true, I've gone to the light side with humor and heart. The books are shorter than my space opera series because sometimes it's just the right length for an evening read. So book one of my series is called Shifter Mate Magic. And just for you, because you are watching this, I'm going to show you the cover. No one else sees it until next week, but you. Okay, so here is this. I'm going to try to hold it right. I'm just very awful at this. It looks like I'm drunk and on a ship, and I'm sorry about that. But there. Okay, there's the cover. There's the little blurb. There's the logo up in the corner. I don't dare move this because I'll just come on the ocean again. And there's the pre-order dates right down there, and the sale dates in there. Okay, isn't that exciting? Oh, I'm so thrilled. Oh my God, I love these covers. So the cover design, by the way, is by the fabulous Amanda Kelsey of Razzle Dazzle Design, and she does great work. So if you are an author and you're in need of a lovely cover like that, you should hire her because she's really good. So you will be able to reserve your copy of Shifter Mate Magic from Amazon starting next Thursday, I think. Yes, God willing, and the author gods are smiling on me. Yes, and for US and UK readers, it will also be in the Kindle Unlimited program, and book one will be only 99 cents. So such a deal. I mean, how can you pass this up? So in my next podcast, I will read you a short excerpt, and then I will talk about the next books in the series, because you noted cleverly that the word is called series, and so there's more books coming. Yay for me! So next week I will announce this to the world, but you get it first. Ha 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 ha. Yes, Graham, I quite agree. Everything is improved with cats. My cats all think so too. I have one down at my feet who's yelling at me right now, and oh yes, Yes, he won't jump up though and let you see him because, well, he's big and fat and he doesn't fit in my lap so well. So, yes, and I have more cats. I'll show them to you someday if I can get them to sit still. You'll see more later. Anyway, so that's it. That was my big announcement. Ice Age Shifters Paranormal Romance series publishing this summer. Yay me! I'm so excited. It's been really hard to keep this a secret too because I just want to tell everybody everything I know because it's so exciting. But that is it for today's little podcast. And I'm still jealous of Steph's foxes, and I want more. I want some in my backyard, but they'd have to compete with the bunnies and the raccoons, and then the neighbors' dogs would be all pissy about it. And so maybe not. Maybe I'll just watch Steph's cameras instead. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on an upcoming Friday really soon. Thanks.